Hey there, my name is Adeola Kingsley James. How are you doing today? I still want to say thank you for all your likes and all your viewings and all your subscriptions. I'm so honored, so honored and humble. I'm grateful that, there are people out there who are listening to me, who want to listen to me and who are learning from me. And the fact that, this is not in vain. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up and showing out for me. God bless you. So we've been doing a series on how to stay happy, how to stay healthy, how to stay wealthy. Because when you're open once again, great things. I mean, if you want to receive things, you open your hands. But if you close your hands like this, you can't receive anything. And I think that, having a positive attitude and being stable emotionally will keep you in a place of happiness all the time. And that's where I want to stay. Bliss. Nothing can touch it. Right? So we talked about I'm sharing some of the things that rob me of my joy and my emotional well-being. And so the first thing that we talked about was I was comparing myself to everyone. And comparison is the thief of all joy. And so rather than comparing, be grateful. And that's what helped me to stop comparing and always ground myself, remind myself of all the things that I've been able to achieve today. And then there's a smile on my face and I'm grateful. And when I find myself wandering off and thinking, oh, look at her, I say to myself, but look at me also. So the gap between my comparing and gratitude is so close. It's almost a few seconds because I can remind myself immediately that this thought is not serving me, it's not making me happy, and it's not giving me any joy. And so I can flip it straight and see something to be grateful for. And there's always something to be grateful for, if for nothing at all, the air that you breathe. The second thing I talked about was comparing bread or grew me into competing, because now I want it to be like everybody. I want it to be like them. And if I'm not like them, then I'm a failure. Forgetting that failing at something and being a failure are two different things. And so rather than competing once again, I said create community, connections. Create a village around you, because it takes a village to raise a human being, not just a child. And so find the people that can help you grow. Find the people that can expand you. Find the people that can be honest with you. Find the people that, you're running together, a race together. Not their race, your race, whilst they are running their race. And you just want to be better than you were yesterday, and you're grateful for that. Today, I want to talk about the third thing that robbed me of my joy: complaining. I was a chief complainer. All you needed to ask me was, Adeola, how are you? That's it. I'm off. Telling you how my stepchildren are, my husband is, my in-laws are, the outlaws are, my friends are, my family members, Nigeria, the world, God. It was always someone else's fault. I never took responsibility for anything that happened in my life. Never. It was always someone's fault that I was angry, someone's fault that I was irritated, it was always someone else's fault. I didn't take any responsibility. Everything for me was from the outside. Nothing was on the inside. And so I kept on suffering. I will watch the news and we will complain about the world. There are wars, people hate themselves. It was constant complaining. Social media is not helping, Twitter is not helping, Facebook is not helping. There's definitely always something to complain about. So once again, suffering is a choice. So rather than complain and then condemn, because when you complain, you condemn. When you complain, you label things, you will judge people, you will condemn people. Rather than complaining and condemning people and things, let's flip it around and create. Now, when you complain, you keep in vibration. If you understand the law of vibration and the law of attraction, the law of vibration are your emotions and energy, and emotions are energy in motions, right? When you put that vibration out there, then the law of attraction kicks in. That which is likened unto itself is drawn, and so you bring more things to complain about. So it's not going to be better. It's not going to be better. You're always going to only stay in a place where other things will come to you that you now will really complain about. The ones that were not real, you will make real. The ones, that's what will happen, because now it's called self-prophecy. And that's what I used to do. I never saw the good in anything or anyone. And so the only thing that I met in those people and those things were the bad and the negative. And none of it was serving me. So I realized that I was a creator, and all of us are. Whether you like it or not, whether you love God or not, whether you believe in Him or not, I believe that we were created by a creator. And that creator, one of his biggest attributes is creating. And so whether you like it or not, you are a creator. And the first thing that creates is your thoughts. You create in two ways. First your thoughts, and then in reality. Because your thoughts will lead to feelings, your feelings will lead to actions, and your actions will lead to your results. That's how it follows. I mean, of course, your words are in between all of that. So rather than complaining and following and focusing on the things you do not want, because we're a master at that as well. We're a master at focusing on the things we do not want, because most times we actually do not know what we want. We don't. And so if I said, what do you want in a man? Most women that I've asked, you will hear them say, I don't want a man that cheats. I don't want a man that, okay. Now that you know what you do not want, what do you then want? Could it be that you want a man who is loyal? Could it be that you want a man who is honest with himself so that he can be honest with you? Could it be that you want a man who understands his emotions so well that he can put it in check and not blame you? Could it be? I mean, so now you are moving. Now that you know all the things you don't want that you're complaining about, why not then create the polar opposite? I realized also that I was the extra in my own movie, because I'm the one that is creating my life. Life is about creation, not discovery. I know that people think that we're here to discover things, but we're here to create, because that's who we are predominantly. And so what are you creating, once again, is the question. What are you creating? Are you creating a life where you are the extra in your own movie? In Nigeria, we call it wakapas. It's the slang, we call it. Or are you creating a story where you are the superstar in your own movie? Where you can write yourself to shine? Because you're the writer of your story. You are the producer, you're the director, you're the gaffer, you're the audio technician, you're everything. You're the marketer of your own, you are the sales executive of your own film, of your own story. So what are you writing about yourself? Where are you putting yourself? Who are you saying you are? What self-image are you creating for yourself that you want to live up to? Start creating that person today. Start creating, now that once again you know what you do not want, focus on what you want. And I beg you, stop watching the news. I've never seen anybody that has watched the news that has come out to say, yes, I'm ready to face the world. Never. I've only seen people come out from watching the news grumbling, complaining, comparing, still saying words. Forgetting that there's something to be grateful for. Forgetting that you can create your own cocoon. Forgetting now that you can create a life that you want to live. I don't live by anybody's rules. I don't own a box, so I don't even live in one. I create my bubble, and I'm okay creating it. And you can say, oh, I'm living in fool's paradise. Thank you. I'd rather live there. It doesn't even matter what you think. All that matters is what I think and what I'm creating for myself and the world that I'm creating for myself. So I beg you, if you can't stop it, reduce it. Now, maybe you're thinking, oh, so how do you know what's happening? Somebody will tell you. That's what I say to people. There's somebody out there that will be talking about it, and I will hear it. But I don't need to focus on it because I don't need it. I don't need it contaminating my body and putting me in a place of reacting, when all I want to do is respond from a place of peace. So you're a creator. What are you creating? Create the life of your dreams. Create the story where you are the superstar in your own movie. Create it. Create it and live it. That's what I'm living right now. I'm living my exact dream, my exact desires, because I know clearly what I want, and I go for it, and it comes to me also, because that which is likened unto what I want is drawn to me. So drop the things you don't want. Be grateful for them, because now it's told you what you want. So drop the things you don't want. Create the polar opposite of what you want and live in it, and thank me later. Don't forget, I've got a gift for you again on this episode. I put the gift last episode. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I've put it again on this link. Subscribe, like, send me comments, send me questions if you have any, but also enjoy my free gift to you. I love you and honor you. Have a wonderful day.